Hey, what's up, everybody? This your boy Big Ken TV with the Really Broke Podcast, episode 23. I got my man John Doe in the building.
What up, what up, what up, what up? It's Friday night. That's how we do it.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Episode 23. All right, we're going to get right into it, man. Let's talk about Browns player running back Quinshon Judkins got arrested for domestic violence in Florida. Apparently, he was arrested for domestic abuse with, it's not his wife, I think it was his girlfriend or something. And he was detained for a little bit, and I think he's free now. And but this is, going back to a long line of bad things that happens to the Cleveland Browns. This isn't on the Cleveland Browns. This isn't on the general manager. I mean, it's not on them that players do dumb shit, stupid shit. You just got drafted to the Browns. You're about to sign a guaranteed contract, and you go out and you can't handle your temper. I don't know the exact events that unfolded, but just the reports were saying that the female had some bruises on her, such and such. The reason for the altercation isn't very clear. You said you had heard something else. Was it, did you hear about him and another female, and maybe that's why she got upset? So
let's take it back a little bit. Let's take it back a little bit. All right? When we as a whole, we as young black men, gates of heaven just open. Why your hands can be at your side? If you don't like her, you don't want to deal with her, why don't you just walk away?
Exactly.
So look at this now. You put yourself in this situation. You haven't even signed your contract yet.
Nope.
You're about to make money.
Millions.
Man, make that raggedy ass girl go somewhere, man. You already break up before, man. Listen, you're about to be a star, man. You about to replace Nick Chubb. Man, tell her to go take a hike. You know what I mean? Let me tell you something, bro. You're a star. You do not repeat. You break up before. Why would you bring her to your birthday shit? That don't even make sense, bro. She partied with you all weekend long after the allegedly abuse.
Right.
Then after that, you probably see some text message from a chick in your phone or something that she retaliate. And you was like a dumb brother, knucklehead brother.
Yeah, dumbass.
Retaliate. You should have been ashamed of yourself as a black man. A black man which is going to be successful. You went to Ohio State, bro. You need to go to one of these schools which don't even promote you, bro. So disappointed in you. You understand me? For all the black men out there, you need to learn to walk away. You do not put your hands on a woman.
It's not worth it.
You're a running back, bro. Bro, you're a running back. You tell me, what can she do to you so bad for you to punch her in the mouth? Bro, you are a running back. You build up the LTD steel. So you tell me, bro, a petite 140 pound, 130 pound girl, what can she do for you to retaliate like that, bro? Grow up. The moment come true for you, you are a second round draft pick. And this is what you choose to do? Listen, man, if I was your father, I would say you ain't my son, bro. I didn't raise you like that.
Damn, you go that far?
Yeah, I go that far, man. I don't believe. Listen, listen to me, man. I do not believe a man should ever put their hands on a woman. You can walk away. Just like my boy P. Diddy. I said the same thing. The only thing I'm mad at P. Diddy is when they hike up Cassie like a football. Anything else, I ain't mad at the brother. I don't believe a man should put his hand on a woman, man.
You know what though? I'm not gonna like completely shit on the guy because the guy is young. You make mistakes.
Hey, that's the problem. That's the problem. We as black men, oh, he's young. You are 21. You are adult. You are adult when you reach 18 years old, bro. Stop making excuses for these knuckleheads.
No, that's not what I mean. What I mean by being young is you're going to make a million mistakes. Is what I'm saying. Like as we get older, hold on. I was a father at 21, bro. Hold on. I was a father at 21. Now. Hold on. So I'm saying, as you get older, your mistakes you always make a mistake, but as you get older, your mistakes will lessen as you get older because you're learning from your mistakes and you're learning not to repeat them. He's at the beginning of his stage.
To beat a woman, huh?
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that. Okay. A mistake is a mistake. Listen, a mistake is a mistake. It doesn't,
If you're so mad, why didn't you go to the gym and go bench 315?
Exactly.
315 now.
Him being young and not thinking it through.
If you got mad, why don't you go run a couple laps?
Wayne, are you going to let me talk? Are you going to let me talk or are you just going to keep? Go ahead. So
I don't want to hear no excuse when it comes to abuse, man. I'm not
making an excuse.
I don't want to hear the fact that you say you're young, you have to learn. I don't want to hear that, bro.
All I'm going to say is that he is young, and I'm not making an excuse for him, but he's going to make mistakes. My thing is, I just hope that he learns from this mistake and never repeats it. Now, they're both stupid on both sides, especially from his side. You haven't signed your contract. You've just been drafted. You're on an NFL team, and you let your emotions get the best of you. Now, she also partied with him a week after the alleged incident happened, which is which I don't quite understand. It adds more validity. I'm not saying that it's not valid, but what I'm saying is it adds more credibility to a situation when it is reported right away. That's common sense. It's reported right away, then it's like, okay, something happened, something needs to be done. But how do you just wait a week? And I don't want to hear about women scared. No, I don't want to hear about that. I get that. But this didn't seem like the type of situation that warrants a scared situation, a scared person. They got into an altercation. Well, you call the police. Well, I'm talking about years of abuse. I'm talking about as compared to a relationship that has years and years of abuse. The woman is scared to leave. The woman is dependent on the man. Blah 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 blah. Yes, in those situations, women are scared to come forward. They are scared to leave. I get that, and that should never be the case. But this situation seems to be an isolated incident. We haven't heard any other altercations that happened before or previous, or else they would have put it out there already. So what I'm saying is, this seems like it was an incident where she could have easily called the police. Where she could have easily.
They had problems before, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure they had problems before. But
so they broke up. So what happened is they was together before, and they break up and they rekindle, which is fine. My thing is this, man. I'm not downplaying the brother, man. You know what I mean? I just feel like over the years we always bring up the fact that, oh, he's young, he ain't grown up, bro.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
You're half right.
I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear that.
He's a complete fucking knucklehead. Yeah, no, he's a complete fucking knucklehead.
There you go.
Absolutely.
There you go. There you go, man. Label that shit. You understand? We're not going to promote. I'm not going to be sorry for him. I'm sorry.
No.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely not.
Listen, if I was a smarter, I'd use my Dutch pot and knock him upside his head too. I said, what you thinking, boy?
Exactly.
Get with the program here. You know what I mean? So my thing is, are you that mad? You know what I mean? to get that man. You have a chance to become a star. You want to throw it away with somebody which you've been on and off with? Come on, bro. Leave that alone,
That's the
man.
worst shit. I wish, you know what? I wish somebody had told me about had like warned me against that shit. Like coming up, getting old. You know, as you get older and you go through relationships and you go through experiences. Never, fellas. Once the shit's over, never fucking go back. Never go back. It's over. It's done. It's 8 women to each male on this earth. Okay? Wait, I think it's more than that.
And it'll never be the same.
8 to 10 women per man on planet Earth. Okay? Don't go back. That's the worst fucking shit to do. I mean, I can understand like little petty shit. I get that. But when it's something like cheating, abuse, you know, anything that is detrimental to your household, you do not go back. That's it. Never go back. And I don't want to hear about she's my soulmate and blah 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 blah. If she was your soulmate, she wouldn't have did the shit. You wouldn't be broken up if she was your soulmate.
Absolutely. And
I'm not talking about little petty arguments. Everybody has arguments and disagreements. We're not talking about that. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about shit that should be a no-no. Him putting your hands on you, you should be gone, lady. She cheating on you. You supposed to pack her shit, my dog. If she's cheating on you, pack her shit up and leave it at the door and move on. You don't put your hands on her. You don't do anything detrimental to yourself. You go in there, grab the suitcase, place her shit in the suitcase, and put the shit outside.
You know what's crazy about that situation, bro?
What's that?
She's probably telling this guy that she loves him. You know, it's his birthday night. You know, you get you know,
I get all of that.
The soup and everything. And then the next couple of days we get in the argument. You say you're gonna, you know, I can see, you know, the typical lady act. You know, I'm going to mess you up. I got something for you. I can just see her expression. You know what I mean? So you give me a chance now. What did you get out of this?
I'm not even going to go that way. I'm just going to say, once he put his hands on her, she should have been gone, right? He was wrong, and the police should have been called, and that was his stupid ass mistake. He did that shit. He made a choice. You know what I'm saying? He made a choice. He could have, you know, there's been a lot of times where I've gotten into it with, you know, whatever lady I'm with at that time. You know what I did, John? I grabbed my keys and I went to the fucking bar. That's what the fuck I did. I went to the bar. I went to the strip club. Got me some wings. Couple lap dances. You know what I'm saying?
Go to the bank and get a couple dollars.
Exactly. That was my solution.
Baby.
That was.
There's nothing wrong getting $1, baby.
Hell no. And that shit was pre-calculated. It's not like I've always said. Once the argument gets heated, to where some shit could go wrong, or I could end up in a jail cell, I am going to grab my keys and go to the fucking bar. Even if I didn't buy shit, learn from this. Even if I didn't buy a drink, I was going to the fucking bar. I was going someplace where I was not involved in that altercation or that situation. And that's what I still stand with that to this day. I get into it with you, lady. I'm grabbing my keys. I don't want to hear. Let's talk. Fuck talking. We'll talk when I get back.
He should learn more than this in this situation. He should really learn. Yeah. Ray Rice, all these guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The same thing. He should learn. The NFL don't play. Don't play. You understand me?
Ray Rice. Who do we have? Kareem Hunt. Yeah.
Exactly. The NFL do not play when it comes up to domestic violence. You know what I mean? Yeah. And as I told you, again, if I was his dad, I'd have my Dutch pack ready to knock him upside his head.
You whip his ass.
I said, boy, I whip that ass. I said, boy, I didn't raise you like that. You know, I raised you to become a lion, not a fucking cub. Those are club moves. Bro,
He said,
those are club moves.
I raised to be Mufasa. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I raised it to become a lion, not
Right.
a freaking cub.
Right, not Simba.
You know what I mean?
I raised you to be Mufasa, you know?
Exactly. You have to learn.
Yeah.
So hopefully, he learned from his mistake. Pray that the Browns say, you know what, man? Forget you, man. You trouble.
From a Browns fan, I hope that's not the case. From a personal view, like I did say, people make mistakes. Everybody deserves a second chance. But I would not be upset if they didn't bring him back to the Browns. I wouldn't say a word. I wouldn't have anything negative to say about it.
We need to see him though, man, because we get rid of Nick Chubb, and he's a second-round draft pick.
I know.
So we do need a running back.
Yeah, we need a running back.
And he's supposed to be the man. He's supposed to be the freaking lion in the jungle.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be the lion which is unstoppable.
Right. Right.
If that be the case, then
I'm still mad.
We should keep Nick Chubb there.
I'm still mad Texas got Nick Chubb for $2 million. Browns, y'all couldn't come up with $2 million funky ass dollars? You couldn't ask Deshaun Watson, to get the loan y'all some money, the loan y'all $2 million.
His wedding. Listen, Deshaun wouldn't cost too much. He wasn't going to cut because his salary. You see that boy wedding?
No, they could have went to Deshaun for a loan. You know what I'm saying? He got it. Deshaun got it.
Man, Deshaun and his new bride kicking it. Man, I want to be like Deshaun, man.
I don't want to be like Deshaun.
Kicking it, man.
Nah.
What's wrong? There's nothing wrong getting a massage.
Bro.
See, that's what y'all tripping about, man.
Bro.
When you get money, listen, why can't I enjoy my money?
Yeah, but he was choking his chicken while he was getting a massage. You don't do that in public.
Listen, there's three sides to a story.
Listen, you don't do that in public.
So you was not there.
You don't do that.
You was not. Listen,
that's what the news said.
What happened?
The story said that.
What happened? What happened in America?
The accuser said that. The accuser said that.
All right, you've been around a long time. Mm-hmm. What happened in America when you don't get paid?
What happens in America when
people snitch, right?
Yeah.
When you're doing something, people start to snitch, right?
Yeah.
Right? When you don't get paid, people snitch, right?
Yeah.
So remember, they were all for it until somebody didn't get paid.
Till the check stopped
coming.
So
once that, exactly. It's happened. It's been going on for a while.
Right.
From Bill Cosby come all the way back. All these super black millionaire, it's been happening. The minute somebody don't get paid. Mm-hmm. And we snitching. Mm-hmm. We need that money. Mm-hmm. Hey, we need that money, man. We need something. So homegirl thinks she's going to get paid. Man, this rookie didn't have, I don't think this nigga have $10,000. That boy only may have some and money in his bank account right now. But, I don't think he have $500,000 right now. So she ain't getting no money. She could at least wait to sign that contract and get the money.
That was another thing too. That was going back to the Shannon. Remember the Shannon Sharp, and when he first got the lawsuit, I like you sued the dude. You sued the dude before he even signed the contract. Now the girl done fucked the money up. You waited too early. You should have waited till after money. After the nigga signed his contract, then you could be like, you know what? Let me go get this money. But now ain't no money. Ain't no money.
Ain't no money. Ain't no money.
He was the only one. Nothing. He was the only draft pick that hadn't signed his contract yet.
Yep. You think you're gonna get a cut it at $100 million? You want to cut it at $100 million so bad? You couldn't even wait.
No, he was a second round draft pick. So I think he was getting 20 mil. Like 15.
I'm talking
15.
No, I'm talking Shannon.
Oh, Shannon supposed to get 50 mil. Shannon supposed to get 50 mil. Yeah. That shit fell through though. Because they waited too early. They went too early. Yeah.
This is called American greed, man.
It is.
This is straight up American greed. Mm-hmm. People that's right now, all of a sudden, you give it to me, and then you're going to say something totally different.
And they always
think the law needs to.
No, go ahead.
I think the law needs to change. The
So
law
what?
needs to change an abuse. You have 24 hours to report abuse. Because you know what happened? I'm here a little scenario. I've seen this happen before.
All right.
For the running back, she actually created the bruise, man. Maybe you didn't hit her. Maybe you didn't. I'm just hypothetical thinking. You probably didn't hit her. She can bust her own lip, man. You got some crazy woman out here, bro.
Right. You do.
So you'd be surprised what can happen. So my question is, why you put yourself in those situations?
Being stupid, not thinking, not controlling your emotions, being young. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing what's in front of you and doing the things to protect it. You know what I'm saying? And part of that
Have you witnessed that
protection
before?
is controlling your emotions. I know it's sometimes in certain situations it's easier said than done, but it has to be done though. Like you have to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Have you witnessed that before?
Witness what?
A woman beating on herself and say you did it?
Witness has it happened to me? No.
I ever see a woman do it before and I said the person hit them?
No, I have not.
I've seen that before, man.
Oh, you had a friend that happened to or something?
Yeah, man, I've seen that before, man.
Oh, okay.
And it's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad, so some people can go to the extreme, man, just to get you, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I think the law needs to be a little bit more lenient on brothers, because right now, a lady can say you assaulted her and there's a warrant out for your arrest and there's no proof.
That's true. That is absolute true. All she has to do is call and they're going to arrest you. And they're going to arrest you. Somebody has to go to jail.
That's it.
On that.
Exactly.
Somebody has to go to jail.
Yes, the law needs to change. The law really needs to change, you know what I mean? Because people have been doing this and people have been getting away with it. You understand? So though you have an arresting record, listen, you may beat the case, but the arresting record is always going to be there.
Mm-hmm. No, that's we've all complained about that. Like, it doesn't matter whether you're innocent or not. It would, you know, if you're completely innocent and you get caught up in a situation where, let's just say, I'm not saying in this situation, but let's just say in a situation where the person is making shit up or is lying, that will always stick with you. It doesn't matter that you would find that the case was dismissed or whatever. It's going to be stuck with you. Now you've been accused of domestic violence or whatever, and it didn't happen. But guess what? It might as well have happened because it's going with you. Everybody's going. You might as well.
Wow,
it might as well have happened at this point because it's stuck on you now. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's this thing back in the olden times. They called it the Scarlet Letter. You know, my historians will know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's a Scarlet Letter. You know what I'm saying? Something that you're going to carry with the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people might forget about it, but guess what? It's always going to be on the internet that you were accused of such and such. You know. You weren't necessarily convicted or faced charges, but you were accused, and that's bad enough in itself. You know, that's enough to keep you, you know, out of endorsements, keep you out of public involvement. It's your job. I mean, that's enough. You know, so it's crazy how these things go. It's crazy how, you know, they have these black successful, you know, millionaires. They go, you know, certain people go after them, but you know, nobody's talking about the Epstein files. Where are those at? Why ain't nobody talking about that? Why ain't nobody going after them? Why y'all keep going after these young black successful millionaires, but you're not going after the Epstein files with a bunch of other billionaires on there? Where's the Epstein files? Where are they? Huh? We want to see the names. We want to see who went to the island. Because I bet you 99% didn't look like me. That's on the Epstein list.
No.
It might have been a couple of brothers on there, you know, it might have been, but 99% didn't look like me. I want to see the Epstein files. Have the same energy for the Epstein files that you have for going after these multi-million-dollar, you know, young, successful black millionaires. Go after those millionaires. I don't see the difference. So. All right, man, let's go back to your boy, Shedeur Sanders. He was in Cleveland supporting the victims of the Garden Valley fire. You know, that fire that happened, what was that, like a couple of weeks ago?
Yes, sir.
Burnt down a couple of the buildings, and unfortunately, I think a couple of people passed, and some people passed in that fire, and some people got dangerous, severely
smoke inhalation,
yeah, from smoke inhalation and burns, and from the fire itself. Prayers go out to the families of the victims, just the neighborhood. I mean, just the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. We Cleveland. I'm Cleveland. This is Cleveland. We know what Garden Valley is. Yep. You know what I'm saying? But they're Cleveland citizens, just like anybody. I don't care if you live in the suburbs, you live in Beechwood, you live in Pepper Pike. They're still citizens. You know. And
yes, sir.
And they had a bad, unfortunate situation that happened to them. So prayers go out to them, to their families, to the victims.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because no matter whether you live out in Orange or whatever, this is Ohio, this is Cleveland, we all one. You know what I'm saying? So just like that. And so he was out there, man. So you know what? I'm going to try to tie this in. So the Quinshon Junkins thing happened in Miami. So everybody took off after mini camp, right? They took off. I think Shedeur, he went to Miami to train. I mean, he went to Florida. I think it was Miami to train for a week or so. Then he went to Texas, back home. But he came back to Cleveland. And I know everybody's coming back, training camp is about to start. But still, while everybody else is out of town, Shedeur Sanders is in town, giving back to the community. And nothing has been said about that. They're quick to talk about his dad. They're quick to talk about his watch. They're quick to talk about his supposed arrogance. But you won't talk about him being really the only Cleveland Brown that's giving back to the community. And it doesn't have to necessarily be money. Everybody always talking about, where's no. Him being there, him lifting the spirits, him playing with the kids. Him just being there.
Man, you was there like he's from the hood.
Oh,
he was down there.
Oh, he was in the trenches.
He was in the hood,
in
man.
the trenches.
Man, he off 79 like he was like in the hood, like he grew up there. Exactly. He wasn't scared. Exactly. He was just doing his thing, man. Nah. And that's love right there,
Nobody
man.
Gonna touch him.
That's really love,
Nobody
man.
gonna touch your door.
That's real love, man. I give him credit for that, man.
Yeah.
Big credit. Big credit.
Exactly. I don't see. When was the last time you heard Deshaun Watson do anything in the community?
None. He's on his honeymoon, man. He ain't coming back.
Let's just keep it going. What's the last time you
Miles
heard?
Garrett at?
When last time you heard Miles? When last time you heard Miles Garrett do something in the community? I'm not saying he didn't, but I'm talking about when was the last time I didn't hear about it. I think I heard something about. I think maybe back in the a couple years ago they did like a turkey drive or some shit. I think I remember some shit like that.
Turkey is the cheapest meat you can buy, bro.
When last time you heard Flacco do something? He's been here a couple of years. When last time you heard Flacco do something?
He has never done nothing. Flacco never done nothing. What Flacco do?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now the Browns as an organization, I will give them that. They do their due diligence when it comes to the community. Yes, they do. They put a lot of money into the girls' flag football. They put a lot of money into youth football. The high schools, they help with the equipment. The Browns do their thing. As an organization, the Browns do their thing. Those uniforms you see in your news at your high school and shit didn't just pop up. A lot of those uniforms come from the donations of the Cleveland Browns. For your football teams, for your flag football teams. All those free trips, all those free school trips to the Browns practice facilities. Those aren't free trips. They're free because they were donated by the Cleveland Browns organization. So, shout out to the Cleveland Browns.
I'll take that.
But
I'll take that.
As far as individual players, when the last time you heard any of them donating to the and it, like I said, it doesn't have to be about money. It's about time, volunteerism. That's all. Just show your face up, to show your face in the hood.
It's been a while.
And that's what Shadour's done. He was out there playing,
shout out to Shadour,
tossing the football around, talking to the community, taking pictures, blah, blah, blah. Hey, I commend that. And anybody and any other Brown player that would have done it. If you have done it, I commend you for that. But for him to take the time out when he could be, on vacation and, in the Swiss Alps or Turks and Caicos and, wherever other places that multimillionaires go, we'll never know that, John Doe. But, we'll never know. But yeah, so we don't
have a yacht, man, so we never meet up.
Shit, I don't even got a pedal boat. I ain't got none of that. Any of those other places he could have went, he decided to spend some time in Cleveland and help support, the victims of the Garden Valley fire. He had a day with them, and that's good to see. That is good to see. I commend my man.
Yeah, man, it's really good to see, man. I salute him for that, man. Salute. That was love there, man. I do.
Yeah, good job, man. Good job, Shadour. Good job, Shadour. Good job, Shadour. All right, man. Let's get into your boy. I did a segment on RGIII. He's back in the news and with his comments about Angel Reese. Allegedly so the first time, you remember my one podcast, I talked about RGIII, talking about that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. And that's not true. I think that was just bait, just to throw gasoline on an already blazing fire. It's kind of died down now because Angel Reese is playing so well. Angel Reese is killing it. And Caitlin Clark's been in and out, because of her injuries and stuff. So
it's sports, man. It has to be something entertaining. It has to be something exciting. It's just like when LeBron used to play here. We wanted to see something exciting. So when those two play, man, tickets sold out, bro. Yeah, but it's sold out just to watch those two play, man.
But the issue is, so this is, let me just put it in black and white what the issue is and what Shaquille O'Neal, he threatened to punch him in the face if he keeps talking bad about Angel Reese. Hold on. Let me put it out what it is about. RG3 seems to be talking negatively about Angel Reese, who is a young, black, beautiful woman. And you're not talking about anyone else of this nature. He posted, so allegedly he tweeted a picture of like a gorilla while he was talking about, so he had a picture in his tweet of a gorilla or something, and he was talking about Angel Reese. So if you try to connect the two, you try to connect it. If you're listening to his podcast and there's a picture, if he's talking about Angel Reese and there's a picture of a gorilla, you're going to assume that he's talking about her. He didn't outright say that. He didn't outright connect it. But if you're looking at his podcast and he's talking about Angel Reese and all of a sudden a picture of a gorilla, with a basketball or some shit pops up.
So what if there's a picture of the gorilla? We all from the monkey descent. So what's the problem?
I ain't from no damn monkey descent. I don't know what the fuck you talk about, John Doe.
I'm like,
I don't know what you talk about, bro. I ain't from no motherfucking monkey descent.
Listen, so let me call this real quick. I love Shaq. Shaq is one of my greatest.
I can already see which way you're going. I can already see which way you're going.
Yeah, you see where I'm going. You see where I'm going.
I see where you're going, and it's not good. And it's not good.
Hear me out.
And it's not good.
Hear me out.
All right.
You have to let me see what I say.
All right.
Let me see what I say.
I'm listening. You got it.
He's one of my greatest players. One of my greatest players. I love Shaq. Love Shaq. That's the Dizzle, man. I love the Dizzle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but keep in mind now, is not everything is good for TV.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And I love Shaq. You're a father, a great father. You know what I mean? Well, keep in mind now, Shaq, you have kids who watch TV, watch the YouTube, people who streams, younger kids. So you've been a veteran and a leader. You're such a powerful guy.
Shaq don't give a fuck about that.
You, bro.
He's a billionaire.
Bro, hear me out. Hear me out. You're a young kid. See, that's the problem with all this violence, man. The violence. When you hear on YouTube or whatever live saying you're going to punch another guy in the face, bro, that's violence. You have to understand that people get kicks out of streaming. People want to say something to hide their page. Even if you have a gorilla in his background, remember, in streaming, you're going to do something weird to get the clout. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is.
And that's my point.
Come on streaming, if you come on streaming acting all straight, you won't get no view.
Correct.
So if I start to talk crazy,
correct.
Somebody will say, "Oh man," somebody said, "Damn, this Negro is crazy. He be talking off the wall." It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be entertaining.
At the expense of your own people. At the expense of your own people.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So even though he's macking Angel Reese or whatever,
why is he knocking Caitlin Clark?
TV. Because guess what? Who's the better athlete? Who's the better big person?
Angel Reese.
Exactly. So guess what? It's all about entertaining. It's entertaining, bro. Sometimes we just take it a little bit too far. Now,
Caitlin is the better shooter. She's the better scorer.
Bro, I feel like my big Dizzle should have said that. So you're showing younger kids that whenever we're frustrated, we can make videos. I said, I'm gonna fuck this person up. That's what you're promoting.
Okay. No, I get you.
That's what you're promoting. I'm a Shaq fan. You know I'm a Shaq fan. Touché. What are you telling my 12-year-old son?
All right.
What are you telling my 14-year-old son? What are you telling my 16-year-old son? What are you? Remember, we just talked about Judge Jenkins.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm done, brother.
All right.
You know what I mean? Why your emotion get into it like that? This is television. People need clout. Listen, RGIII can say anything he wants to say about homegirl. Is he touching her?
No.
Well, we don't get to know our feelings, bro.
Okay.
Is he touching her? It's just words or just win, bro.
Okay.
Words is just win. They're just doing this for clout, man. Just like, you remember with Skip?
Yeah.
Skip and Shannon?
Yeah.
And
Skip, I'm a Hall of Famer, Skip, I'm a Hall of Famer, Skip.
Exactly.
You never played football, Skip. You never played football, Skip. I was the one on the field, Skip. You behind the microphone, Skip.
See, that's the thing. Why we allow ourselves to get so vibrant?
No, you're right.
I'm being real.
You made a good point.
Why we allow? This is television, guys. We make money off of streaming. You know, he's letting these girls DM like talking crap. Right. No. So what do you think RGIII? Listen, just imagine RGIII wife and his kids see that streaming. Listen, the Disney is the big guy, man. Shaq is a big boy.
Big boy.
You know, I don't think I can take on Shaq. He's like the monster, man. You know. So just imagine, that's a threat, bro. Come on now, man. Why we need black balance? We're already running second already. Why we can't run first?
We're running last, bro.
Well, you know what I mean.
We're running last.
So you know what I mean. So why are we promoting violence?
Black folks are at last of every fucking category in the United States. Okay.
Exactly.
And
so
salary.
Why are we, listen.
The only thing
you said that?
only thing we run first in allegedly it's not yeah, we run first in sports. Yeah, I was gonna say something else, but
I want to be honest with you. Do you see any Caucasian people threatening each other? They're gonna punch each other in the face. Show me one YouTube video.
I'm sure I can. I can find it. I can find a few.
One, the successful. Hold on. I'm talking successful people. Successful people.
Yeah, it's
I
out there.
No guy with no $2.
I can't think of one offhand. But what I'm saying is, listen, we all know. Okay, so you made a good point, John Doe. You made a good point. Shaq came out the wrong way. He shouldn't have threatened him on the podcast. Okay, exactly. I get that. That shows violence, and you're supposed to keep your emotions to yourself. But I understand what he's trying to say. He's talking to a guy in RGIII, Robert Griffin III. He's talking to a guy who isn't known for anything other than his Angel Reese rants now. You're right. He's doing it for clout. He's doing it for the internet because you know what? That's why people are saying his name right now. If it wasn't for these rants, he figured out something, because if it wasn't for these rants, we wouldn't even talk about RG3. In his garbage takes on his talk show, his takes are trash.
Exactly.
So I get it. I understand. Trust me. I understand how this internet thing works. I understand that the shock factor, the shock value. I get it. Bringing people to your page, bringing people to your to bring up your following, to like your videos. I get it. I understand. I know how this shit works. I've been doing this shit a while.
You see,
my thing is that you shouldn't use that clout to demean your own people, is what I'm saying. And do people do it? Yes, they do it all the time. But I think that's what Shaq's problem with RG3 is that he seems to target one person. He's only been targeted. I can see if he was, doing this across the board and he was naming different people and naming different situations. He's only mentioning one person.
You want him to choose somebody that's hot in the media? She's the only person hot in the media right now.
She hasn't done anything to you. You know what? This whole thing, and another thing too. Remember when I was talking about? I said I had did a podcast episode on his comments and stuff. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, they haven't said anything about this rivalry. It's the media. It's the people. They haven't said anything. Angel Reese hasn't mentioned Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark hasn't mentioned Angel Reese. It's the fans of Caitlin Clark. It's the fans of Angel Reese. It's the media that keeps spewing these hateful situations amongst the two.
So when we get to know our feelings.
And they don't even care.
When we get to know our feelings, turning each other then.
They out there playing basketball, making money. They don't care.
Making money. They don't even care, bro. They don't even care. I tell you, it's excitement. I'm telling you, when these two ladies play, tickets sell out, bro.
Yeah, tickets sell out.
Tickets sell out, bro.
Sell out.
Sell out, bro. They want to see that, man. So why we get to know our feelings, man? You know what I mean? I love the Dizzle, man, but come on, man. Dizzle, write me a check, Dizzle. You know what I mean? You help everybody. I see you help me here, Dizzle. Listen, I see you have all these other people, different color.
Look, Shaq is one of my favorite players, man.
Hey, he ain't write me no check yet. The Dizzle needs to write me a check. If the Dizzle write me a check, we can talk business, man.
Top
he ain't looking for me yet.
I said it. Top 3 center in the NBA. Top 3.
Yeah. Top 3? He's the top 1, man. He's the top 1. He's the best center ever, man.
Arguably. Listen, nobody can be mad. Nobody can be mad if you put Shaq at 1.
One center which is better than Shaq.
Kareem, you got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, you got Wilt Chamberlain.
He was stronger than Kareem. Shaq was stronger. Man, Shaq was it was stronger than Kareem, bro.
Yeah, but he couldn't shoot. All of his points came from dunks. He couldn't shoot from the field, and he couldn't shoot free throws. Kareem had a hook shot, a jump shot. He could score. He had blocks. I mean, Kareem was the leading. Don't forget, who did LeBron James take the record from? The scoring record from? Who did he take it from?
Yeah,
The all-time scoring. Who did LeBron take the all-time NBA score title from? Kareem.
So a question for you then.
Yeah.
Is LeBron is better than Jordan then since he did the scoring record?
Listen, we're not gonna have any we're not so this is the thing. This is the thing.
I just want to push your button.
The basketball fan in me will not allow any Michael Jordan slander on this show. The Cleveland in me, hold on, let me finish. The Cleveland in me will not allow any LeBron James slander on this show. So
I just want to push your button.
Those two cancel each other out on this show, okay? We're not going to get into who's better between the two. We are going to cancel those two out. Okay?
I just want to listen, man. I just want to know how far you will go.
So no Michael Jordan or LeBron James slander.
Hey,
on this show.
I had to push that button, man. All
right, man. Let's get into people do the dumbest shit, man.
Hey, hold on, man. Before you go to people doing, what about my man Shannon, man? We ain't talking about Mr. Shaw.
I know. I was gonna get that right after. You want to? Okay. We can go back into Shannon. I just want to finish. I just want to end with Shannon. But let's get into this McDonald's employee in East Point, Michigan. So, the employee was Afeni Muhammad, and the manager was Jennifer Harris. So apparently, the employee stabbed and killed the manager. But from what I've read on the story is this was ongoing. It wasn't just like, a customer or something just went crazy. So witnesses said that the two had been going back and forth for a while. The manager was sending her home. The employee was having some financial troubles, blah, blah, blah. She needed to work. She needed hours. And it was a situation where the McDonald's manager kept sending her home. And, for whatever reason, whether she didn't like the employee or whatever the reason was. Well, on this particular day, I guess the manager was about to send her home again. An argument ensued between the two. And this was witness account. Argument ensued between the two. And the employee, went home, came back with a mask, and stabbed her in the restaurant in front of the customers and everyone else, fatally stabbed her. And she was arrested. And this is my thing.
Can I get this one?
You can have this.
Why this sound like a Tyler Perry movie?
It does. Like Snap. Oh no, what was the movie? Straw.
Yeah, I'm like, why this sound like listen, straight up, man. This sound like Straw, man.
Hey, listen, like Tyler Perry right now.
Listen.
Tyler Perry on his typewriter right now, writing up the script for this shit right now. This is gonna be the next Netflix
right
movie.
now, man.
Right now,
bro. This is like a Tyler Perry movie right there, man.
Bad wigs and all and shit.
So you want to tell me you're working at Mickey D's. You're working at Mickey D's and you're not getting enough hours. There's a place called Amazon which always hire. It's like a revolving door.
It's any job. You can get any job.
So I want to know if you're not getting enough hours at Mickey D's, maybe they're cutting you because they don't like you. They don't want you for your.
That's fine.
For your,
That's life. That's life.
It's one of those things when you work a minimum wage job, anything is possible. Don't get in your feelings that they're picking on you. They just didn't need you for the the job which you normally do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So and worse, there's more than one full-time job. Mm-hmm. As I said, Amazon have a revolving door. Mm-hmm. You can work any shift you want.
Yes.
So now you take it to the extreme. The real extreme right now. Mm-hmm. No. Murder.
The extreme. The most extreme. You killed her.
What's up with the violence, man? You see, people are not controlling their emotions.
No, not at all. And that's the theme of today's show. Control your emotions, people. Don't put your hands on anyone just because you're angry or you're having a fucking bad day.
I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. You get cut. If you keep on getting cut, why don't you look for another job?
Look for another fucking job. I think everybody has been in that situation. You know, hey, you're not always gonna get along with your boss. You're not. That's not reality. And there are such times where, you know, the boss might not seriously like you, and they're going to give hours to their friends, more hours than you. They're going to give their buddies 30 plus hours, and they're going to give you 12 a week, just simply because they don't like you. And that's fine, because you know what you do there? You go find another fucking job. That's what you do. You go find, you don't argue, you don't put your feelings into it, you don't, you know, you know what, you can have a discussion. You know, the first time, you know, you notice the shit's happening and you say, hey, can I talk to you about my hours? I would like, you know, to have more, blah, 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 blah. That's the first step. If it continues to happen, the next step is to go find you another fucking job. That's it.
Bro, AKD don't guarantee you 40 hours a week, bro.
No, they don't. They don't. No fast food does.
I'm not understanding. You think this is a career job or something? Why do you think McDonald should give you alone 40 hours? That's 80 hours a week.
Now, John, I will say, for some people, it is a career job. Unfortunately, some people are in situations where they aren't able to elevate past that. And that's okay. You know, not everybody, you know, come on now. We're not all on the same level playing field. Come on, let's just keep it real. There are some people where these fast food restaurants.
No.
For them it is though.
Job,
For them it is
though.
though.
What I mean career job being it's not guaranteed 40 hours. I'm not talking the education wise. I'm just saying it's not a guarantee 40 hours. So when you work at Mickey D, God bless you out if you get 40 hours, you may get 32, or you may get 36.
No, they ain't give you 40 hours. They ain't give you 40 hours unless you're a manager or something.
That's what I mean. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. What I mean, you know, it's not a job which guarantee 40 hours a week. Right. They're going to do it depends on the schedule and what's paying up on how many people schedule for that day.
But that doesn't take away from the fact. That doesn't take away from the fact that people are in certain situations that they depend on that 30 or 35 hours a week, just like we depend on our hours at work or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They depend on that. Now,
well, this something like straw, man.
It definitely is like straw. It definitely like straw.
You better get evicted to secure the person, man.
Yeah, man. You know what though? If you read the story,
premeditated, man.
If you read the story,
premeditated, man. Yeah, man.
Yes,
I couldn't read it no more because
she came back with a mask. She came back with a mask,
bro. Because this is like the movie Straw, man. She had just like the woman in Straw.
Shit kept happening. She just snapped. Yeah, I get it.
She snapped.
Snap. I get it.
You're going to snap for 25 to life. Snap on that.
Snap on that.
Snap on that to be ignorant. Snap on that.
Snap on that. That's real.
Leave your kids. You're leaving your kids out there because you couldn't control your
emotions. Control your emotions. Control yourself. Yeah. Snap on that, nigga. Snap on that. All right, man. How you think about this Klay Thompson, Megan Thee Stallion, them being a couple, man? What you think about that?
You want me to say?
Yeah.
This is what I want to say, man. Don't be mad at me, man.
I ain't gonna be mad.
Why celebrity pass around each other like a pass around donkey?
Yeah. Everybody mess with the same people.
What's the deal with that, man? Why we have to mess with the same? Listen, man, I couldn't do it, bro. You know what I mean? If I see you dating that chick over there, and as soon as you leave, then I take her up, I'm going to like picture in your face all the time, man.
But hold on. I see where you're going with this. But hold on, let me play devil's advocate here. Megan Thee Stallion doesn't have a whole lot of bodies. She's only dated like
But
like 3 or 4. Yeah, she's only dated publicly like three people. She dated.
What are 3 people?
It was the guy. It was. He was not in the industry. It was one guy before, and then Tory Lanez allegedly, and then Tory Lanez, and then a guy. She was, you know what? I don't know for sure, but it was like somebody like at a record label or something like that. It was somebody at her record label. I don't know who. I don't know the name, but that was her body count is. I mean, I don't know her true body count, but as far as publicly, she is not known as a pass around. She's not known as that. Okay. I mean, yeah, her music is provocative. Yeah, sex sells. We all know that. Yeah, she's out there saying this and that. Come on now. How many rappers really sell drugs and stuff? You know, they just say the shit in their music. And that's the same with women and sexuality. You know, just because they say it in a music video doesn't mean that that's the type of person they are. Sex sells, you know. So no, from what I've seen, from what I've known of Meg Thee Stallion, she doesn't seem to have a lot of bodies like that. So, and the guy that she was with previously, I mean, he was like, his bag wasn't big enough. Ain't nothing like that NBA bag. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, like, I don't even think she dated a guy with a bag like Clay. Like, Clay got a bag. Come on now. He got the NBA bag. And I don't think any of the guys that she's dated, I mean, I'm not saying they didn't have. I mean, Tory Lanez got money. I'm sure he got a couple money.
Clay don't have any kids, right?
Clay doesn't have any kids. I don't think Clay was ever married. Was Clay married? I don't think Clay was ever married.
I don't think so.
He out here kicking it with that NBA bag. You know what I'm saying? Clay one of those. Listen. Clay one of those low key dudes. He's so low key, nobody knows what he does. Man, he probably has models and all. He probably spent the block.
This is the first time Clay come out publicly too. This is the first time Clay come out publicly. Actually,
exactly. You don't understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, hey, you know, I saw a tweet where it said, "Yeah, I didn't see Klay Thompson like that." Yeah, of course you didn't, because he made sure you didn't see him like that. He probably he could possibly be one of the worst. Like, he probably had parties and shit, you wouldn't know it. He probably had bikini models every night, but he's so low key. He's so out the way. He's so, what's that word? Unproblematic, that you don't even notice him. Clay a baller, baby. Clay is a baller.
He's not flashy. He's not even flashy too, man.
I'm telling you, Clay has fun. Clay has fun. I'm sure.
That's what's
I don't know for sure, but in my opinion, I just think that people had Clay wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because they're looking at her, why is she with him? I don't see Clay like that. Yeah, you're not supposed to see him like that because he's smart.
Hey, is this her lips?
He's
her lips
smart.
Look funny.
Whose lips kind of funny? What you talking about, bro?
Megan, is that Megan?
Why, you think she got some? I don't know. Why you think she did something to her lips or something? I mean, what you trying to say, John?
It looks like you got some filler on it or something, man. I don't like what it looks.
You know what, man? Listen. I don't know what she did. I'm just not surprised at any of these female celebrities or even the dudes, man. Listen, you know what? We keep talking about the females. You heard about these male enhancement things that's gotten popular lately, where dudes going to the doctor, the feel they junk up.
Bro, that's like a Chad Okasinka shit.
I saw this online.
That's some Chad Okasinka stuff, man.
So dudes,
on the chat be saying that crazy
dudes
shit.
are getting BBLs now. Dudes are getting, so out of all these years of fellas talking shit about the females and their BBLs, certain fellas are turning around getting BBLs and shit now. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me.
Where you getting BBLs? When the fellas get the BBLs for what?
Dog.
You mean a fake six-pack or something?
No, I'm talking about in your junk. Your junk. Male enhancement, bro. And the abs too. They're getting they're getting the liposuction to give them the abs and
listen. Liposuction is fine.
So they're probably taking the liposuction fat and putting it in their junk. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy out here. It's nasty work out here, bro.
The liposuction in your stomach is fine. The liposuction in your stomach is fine.
Is it though?
You know what I mean?
What's wrong with doing some sit-ups, bro? Wait, what's wrong with eating a salad, bro? What's wrong with going to Planet Fitness?
So you say, it's funny. I just explained this to a female.
What's wrong with going to the gym, bro?
Hear me out, brother. Hear me out. I just explained this to a female. Liposuction is not a starting product. Liposuction is the finishing product. For instance, you're in the gym. All right, you're working hard. And you're losing the weight. So now you have that extra fat right there you want to get rid of now. So you want that six-pack come in. You do some lipo. You know what I mean? So lipo is a finishing product. Liposuction is not for a starting product.
Plastic surgery is plastic surgery, big dog. It's plastic surgery, big dog. It don't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. It's plastic surgery. It's the male version of BBL.
I pass.
You getting extra sketch. You getting extra sketch abs and shit.
You like Drake, though, huh?
Hey. Etch a sketch abs, hair transplants and shit.
Listen, man, I'm balling, man.
I'm balling. I'm gonna stay
balling.
Ball.
It is what it,
it
is, man.
I'm not doing that shit.
It is what it is, man.
I ain't doing that shit.
Man. Put some coconut oil on it or something.
What you look like 70 years old with some fucking brush waves and shit. Hair better than a 14-year-old. Nigga, you look crazy. You look crazy as shit. I don't care what you say. You 75 years old, you got a head full of hair with brush waves and shit. You got a taper fade. You look silly as a motherfucker at the retirement home. You look silly as hell at the retirement home, bro. I don't care what you say. You ain't gonna get no young chicks. You just pimping at the retirement home for no reason at all. You just brush waving for no got a do-rag on and shit. Like what are we doing here, man? What we doing? What we doing, bro?
Listen, pimping the old lady for the parade food in the nursing home. Some mechanic solid.
That's crazy. I mean, that's just crazy to me. That's crazy to me. It just looks, you know, so I saw a study where you age drastically at certain points of your life. So like you age drastically at 40 and then the next phase is 60. So you're going to look pretty much the same as long as you take care of yourself. Between the ages of 1 through 30, you know what I mean, young through 40.
Bro, I think you're right, man.
And then 40, hold on, and then 40 through 60, even at 50, 55, you're pretty much going to look the same. You're going to look a little older, but you're going to pretty much still have the same look through those years. When you hit 60, is when, bam, the drastic change happens. You know what I'm saying? Where you you're starting to look old. You know what I'm saying? You're looking old now. You know your muscle gone. You know your skin sagging. You know, so
shit.
Yeah. So I mean, what my point of what I was trying to say was that niggas at 70 and shit got a fucking head full of hair. It doesn't match your face. You shouldn't have jet black hair at 75 years old. You know what I'm saying? We all know what that is. You shouldn't have fucking a head full of hair with brush waves, jet black, no gray at 75 years old. It doesn't look right.
So bro.
What?
I realize you're absolutely right. I look at a picture when I was 35 compared to when I'm in my 40s, right?
Right.
I feel like ugly Melgi coming in real quick because I feel like my head get bigger, man.
I don't think your head got. I just think you just got a big ass fucking head, son. I just think you just got a big ass watermelon head. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, fortunately for me, mine's is like proportionate to my body. Hopefully, I don't know. I really don't care. You know how you look at yourself. You know, people. You don't. So your mind tricks you. You don't look to other people like you look at yourself in the mirror. Like how you see yourself in the mirror and see, yeah. No, people see a totally different version of you.
I was just going by your study, bro.
But that's why when you take a picture, like if you snap so when you take a selfie, you know, you be like, damn, I don't like that selfie. Because the picture is how people see. That's why people don't like photographs of themselves. They talking about, I'm not photogenic. You know how people say I'm not photogenic? Because that picture in the photo doesn't match what you see in the mirror. You understand?
You're right about that.
That picture in the photo is how people actually see you. You don't like that picture because it shows all your flaws. It shows everything that is not in your mind. So when you're looking in the mirror, you're using your imagination, blah, blah, blah. I know you see the mirror, but you know what I'm saying. The photo is a standstill product. It doesn't change. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the photo,
you know what the movie Adam Sandler?
Huh?
You know, it's a movie Adam Sandler when the big girl was seeing herself skinny, but she was huge.
Yeah. I think
it's a real thing. That's all.
No, it's real. It's a real thing because it's all mental. It's all mental. When, you know, mental. Yeah, it's all mental. You know, that's why people always say, "Oh, I'm not photogenic." No, it's not that you're not photogenic. It's just that you just seen. Something that your mind is not seeing. You're seeing the real you. That's exactly. And I mean, you could be happy with that, or you could not be happy with that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's all up to your self-esteem and how you feel about yourself. You know, I don't give a shit about it. Hey, I look good. You know, especially for my age, I look good. I don't care what nobody say. Anybody can tell me different. Fuck you. I look good for my age.
Are you 65 now? You about 65, right?
Yeah, man, I'm 72, bro. I'm 72 years. I'm 72 years old, bro. I look good for 72, bro. I look good for 72.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
All right, man, let's get into your boy. So I know you're happy to hear about this, and I know you're going to have a lot to say because you had a lot to say when the story first broke a few months back. Your boy Shannon Sharp.
My man.
His $50 million lawsuit with his accuser, Gabriella Zuniga.
What are you saying, man? You speaking French over here or what?
Gabriella Zuniga.
That ain't even coming out right.
Gabriella
Zuniga.
Zuniga? All right, Zuniga.
Man, just say Gabriella, man.
Gabriella. The lawsuit, the $50 million lawsuit with his accuser, Gabriella, has been dismissed. But we know why it has been dismissed. I feel
no money.
It was probably settled behind closed doors. Shannon Sharp probably settled the lawsuit. I get it. I understand it. He wants it to go away.
Bro, no, objection. Nope, I don't think it's settled. The team did not show up to court. The girl and her lawyer did not show up to court.
That's true.
So I don't think it's settled.
I don't think he's settled either, but I mean, that's what everybody's implicating, that he settled behind closed doors.
No, they didn't come up to court. They didn't come to court.
Why do you? Well, you not understand what I'm saying. It was already settled before. So they didn't show up to court because it was already settled. Before the court started, they're saying that a check was possibly written out, which is why they didn't show up to court. You understand what I'm saying?
So they're trying to paint it like she dropped the cases.
Exactly.
So you can get by the ESPN.
Exactly.
So you can get by the ESPN job.
So
without all
the reason why they didn't show up to court is because the check was already sent. The check was sent the day before court, probably. You understand? It probably was sent that morning. You understand what I'm saying? So there's no reason to go to court. You know what I'm saying? And then it gives a clean break for everyone. You know, she got her money. His lawsuit was dismissed. He wasn't charged with anything. It's been dropped. So he hasn't. But like I said, remember what we talked about, John? Once you're accused of something, it sticks with you. So I don't know how this is going to go with him. I mean, he lost a lot of his endorsements and stuff. He lost a lot of his endorsements.
But it being dropped, though.
Do you think?
He's never been charged, never been dropped. He will get it back.
You think he'll go back? He'll be able to go back to ESPN, though.
I think so, because there's no crime was committed.
No, absolutely, yeah. The case was dismissed.
Man. Yeah. So it's gonna be like dead. It's just gonna be dead. You know what I mean? So it's like it's gonna be like what him and Skip and Bailey go through. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like dead, flatline, dead. You know what I mean? Because since it's dropped, and the way they did it is nobody shows up. So now they show that the girl
because the check cleared.
Yeah, it check cleared, and it seems like a bluff. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So she was bluffing, so it looked good on him. Right. Exactly. So it looked good on him. You know what I mean? You know I'm a big Shannon Sharp. Shannon.
I'm a big Shannon Sharp guy too.
Listen, I like when you do the invitation, man. But Shannon, you're a grown ass man. Please date a 40-year-old girl, man. 35, 40. Please keep it at 35, 40. Right. 35, 40. That should be the gap. Because Shannon was 50, 52, 53.
I thought he was 56.
Yeah, you're 56, Shannon. So 35, 40 is be perfect for you, man. You're some sexy ass 35, 40, man.
Absolutely.
Out there, man.
Absolutely.
Man, you can't mess with a 21-year-old chick, man, or a 19-year-old chick. Those girls still have stain in their jaws, man. You know what I mean? They can't do shit, man. That would get you in trouble any given day. That would get you in trouble, man. And you know what I mean? I said I love Shannon, man. I think he's funny. Yeah. You know what I mean? I like how he take, from a professional athlete and the way he comes to the social media. I like his charisma. I like how he put his stuff together. You know what I mean? He just, to me, he's a funny guy. People have all kind of things to say about him, but I just think he's hilarious.
Well, that's one of the qualities that I like about Shannon. Shannon doesn't care. Like, they say all this shit. They've said all this shit. They'll talk about him, that he don't care. He gonna keep doing what he's doing. Yeah. He gonna keep doing his podcast. You either watch it or you don't. I mean, that's with anybody. Yeah. That doesn't stop us from doing the shit. I could have 0 viewers. I'm still gonna do something that I want to do. I mean, shit.
And his rating didn't go down either. Mm-hmm. His rating didn't go down. The talks also going. So he's doing fine, man. He'll recover.
He's doing fine.
He'll recover, man. So you know what I mean. So he may get back that job at ESPN. Remember, according to them, they say he didn't get fired from ESPN. He just stepped away because he had this thing going on. Right. So that was the right thing to do. You know what I mean? Even though his man Stephen A. Smith didn't back him up, I want to slap that guy upside his head, man. Sometimes he talk too much. You know what I mean? But otherwise, I don't get a Stephen A. money. Then I'll be acting like Shaq when I say I'm going to slap Stephen A. up in his head. Yeah, but I'm just saying, that's how your emotion can get you if I was thinking like that. But you know what I mean? But I think Stephen A. will put in a good word for him because, I ain't going to lie, though. He did advance that show. With Shannon on that, man.
Absolutely.
With him and Stephen A. together, man, that was like a powerhouse.
Well, I think all of that
really powerhouse.
I think all of that, I think like Shannon Sharp unknowingly contributed to Stephen A. Smith getting that contract because the show was such a good, his personality brought to the show. It was a hit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So now it's kind of like dry on there now. Without Shannon Sharp in there, the show is fucking dry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And to be honest with you, man, listen, Shannon was running the show like an NFL workout, man. This guy man, he was telling me about his day, man. Mm-hmm. I'm listening to not telling me about the day, but I'm watching his clip. Mm-hmm. This dude did get up like at 4 or 5 in the morning, just running like crazy, man. Right. He's doing this, he's doing that. Right. He really put so much into it. Like he really wanted it. You know what I mean? And and money for Shannon is not a problem. He just, he's just like exploring. He just, doing something different. Mm-hmm. 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 So I'm happy for him, man. Easy win.
Okay. Well, hey, I appreciate y'all. That is the end of episode 23, the Really Bro Podcast. I appreciate y'all for listening. Don't forget, you can catch the Really Bro Podcast on Instagram under the Really Bro Podcast, TikTok under the Really Bro Podcast. Don't forget, I got a new page called Really Broke Eats, and that's also on Instagram, and you can find me on YouTube, the Really Bro Podcast, and Spotify, the Really Bro Podcast. And if you can't find the Really Bro Podcast, you can always look under Big Ken TV. Either one. I want to say thanks to my guest, John Doe. Any last words you have to say?
Man, keep it cool, guys.
Right.
Don't react.
Right.
Just keep it cool. You can walk away, man.
Exactly.
Just keep it cool.
Just keep you cool. Keep your hands to yourself.
Yep.
Keep your emotions in your pocket. Right. Be a man. You know, be Mufasa, not Simba. Be Mufasa.
Yep. Don't be a cop. Don't be a cop. Be a lion.
All right,
be a lion. Don't be a cop.
That's
Peace
right.
out.
Peace out. Episode 24 coming next week. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for listening.